this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. Today we're going to have a very important episode here at the Whole Foods Market, and this is because, I've seen many videos on YouTube and get some feedback lately from people that talk about, when I make videos, sometimes my videos, people may think that they're controversial because I'm talking against certain products that are on the market. Well, that may be true because, I share what I've learned. And unlike every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has a YouTube channel teaching raw foods, and there are some people that I really respect out there who have raw food YouTube channels, my channel is based on sharing with you what I've learned and my teachings and everything I've accumulated over the 16 years. That's once again 16. I've been into raw food since 1995, longer than most of the other people on YouTube. For my situation, 99.999% raw foods since that time. Many people on YouTube may have been eating raw foods for 6 months, 2 weeks, 3 years, and then they have a raw food channel. They're trying to teach you stuff. I'm coming from a place where I'm teaching what I've learned over 16 years on being on a raw foods diet, and that's why I have certain opinions about what I speak about on. And the other thing is that I've really been into the raw foods diet for one primary reason only: to rebuild my health, because I almost lost my life when I was younger in my 20s from spinal meningitis, and I had to basically learn how to rebuild my health. And at that time, there were no raw food package sections, and there were only literally a handful of raw food books, or maybe less than a dozen raw food books out in the world. And now there's, literally hundreds of raw food books. So who do you listen to? Who do you learn from? Well, I would encourage you to listen to people that have been getting and are getting the results that you want and look healthy. There's a lot of people that are teaching raw foods that maybe they don't look so healthy, maybe they don't look so good, but they're telling you to buy this product, buy that product, and if you want to get what they got, do what they do. But in any case, we're outside Whole Foods Market today. We're going to go inside Whole Foods and check out their raw food section, and I'm going to share with you my candid thoughts on the raw food section and the best raw foods to eat inside the Whole Foods Market. So let's come inside and check it out. All right, so we're here inside the Whole Foods, and this is the raw food section. They have like a 12-foot section of raw foods. Literally, when I got started in raw foods, there were no such things as raw food sections in health food stores, so that you really got to think about. The point of this video today is to, maybe some of the things in this raw food section, while they may be less processed than, the other foods in some of the other aisles of Whole Foods that are highly processed products, it's not as good as eating basically natural food. So here's the analogy. Things at Whole Foods in general are probably healthier than things at the grocery store because they could be organic and maybe not have artificial colors and things like that, but they're not as good as eating the raw foods. So one of the main problems I see today with people in the raw foods is they have blinders on, and I don't have any blinders with me, but I have these glasses. These are called pinhole glasses, and when you have the pinhole glasses on, you can pretty much see straight ahead. You can't see too much to the side. So if you were to come into Whole Foods or any health food store, you look and you just see the raw food section. Oh, I'm raw food, so I can only eat what's in this section. But when you have the blinders on, you're only focusing here and you're not focusing anywhere else. So I want you to take off your blinders and focus on the real point of raw foods. The real point of raw foods is actually right behind me there. That's the fresh produce section. So you should be shopping at the produce section. Even better than shopping at the produce section is growing your own produce. So I'm all about teaching the best of what I've learned over these 16 years that I've been into the raw foods diet. And this is what it's taught me. It's not taught me about buying processed foods. It's taught me about getting back to nature and living off the land. Like 100 years ago, people were literally living off the land. There was no such thing as packaged foods 100 years ago or 200 years ago, right? We want to get away from the whole idea of eating processed foods. We want to eat more natural foods, foods that you grew. And if you can't grow them yourself, visit your local farmer's market, visit your local farm, join your local CSA, or just get produce at Whole Foods. So hopefully you've learned today what foods I feel are the best on a raw foods diet. And once again, it's not any of the processed raw foods or things in packages. I'm not going to stand up here and try to sell you packages and things that you could buy from me so I could make a lot of money off you. And that's one of the big problems today in raw foods. There's a lot of marketers that are basically marketing raw foods and packaged products so that they can make money off you, and it's coming at a cost. And in some cases it can be the cost to your pocketbook, but also to your health. So I'm all about teaching you to eat the best foods, and those are the fresh fruits and vegetables that have been around in nature for thousands of years, not all these packaged products. So hopefully this is some benefit to you. Once again, this is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables.